shinawana honata. Aho shinawana. Hey, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Aho shinawana honata. Thank you, Great Spirit. Aho shinawana. Hey. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about the last try, but Facebook is being really funky theyese days. They're good with political stuff and nonsense by 45, but Walking Crow can't get a video done. Anyways, O-Y-A, O-Y-A, O-Y-A. I am joy. I am love. I am light. And I am spirit. You are joy. You are love. You are light. And you are spirit. O-Y-A, O-Y-A, O-Y-A. O-Y-A. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana hey. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana hey. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. No nena wenashe, no nena wenashe, no nena wenashe. Asks the question, when will you wake up? When will we wake up? When will they wake up? When will I wake up? When will you wake up? No nena wenashe. Most of the people who tune in to me are wide awake and listening. They're attuned and they're conscious and they're in their consciousness, and they know and you know that I just may be the pebble in your consciousness. Never mind your boot, but your consciousness. So welcome to Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. I haven't been on for about a week except for a video I did on, I believe, Sunday. From the ocean up in San Francisco. And, it was a pleasure to be up there and make new friends and be with old friends and family for Memorial. And, it's always awesome when you can show up, when you can be present, when you are in action, when I am in action of love And love does, and love goes, and love is, and love shows up to be of love and in love when love is required. And as far as I'm concerned, love is required every day. Aho, aho, aho. Do you love? Can you love? Will you love? Starting with yourself. I've spent a lot of time over the last few years learning how to love this man right here, learning how to love this boy right here, incorporating and integrating the boy with the man after a lifetime of separation based on the behavior and the doings and the inaction of others. Aho. The child doesn't raise himself, the child is raised by others. So having to make the corrections in my life so I can stand up on my own and stand in my root and stand in my shoot and stand in my fruit and allow myself to stand as the man and the boy equally in balance, in my divine feminine and my divine masculine, in my alignment of who and what I am and who and what I have always been. I become and I am she, man, Shah, man. Lots of hard work. And I spend my time giving love and sharing love and not looking for love in return, but love is always a return. Not an expectation, but it's just something that happens, and it showed itself this week. I went up to the Bay Area because my cousin passed in November, December, and they just had his memorial and his mass on Tuesday. And his brothers and sisters were there, his nephews and nieces were there, his mother was there, his father is long passed. Uncle Charlie passed from ALS a few years back. But I was the only person from Southern California up there with regard to his blood relatives, and I was glad that I was the representation of that, of who and what I am, and never mind my family, my brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles, and never mind all that. That doesn't matter. What matters is that I showed up, love was there, love was present, and love was a gift. Love was present, and love is and was and always will be the gift. Aho, aho. Those are the wings that I fly by. Love, action, action, love. I'm walking crow. I live in the heavens and I walk on the earth. I'm rooted and I'm fruited. I'm grounded. Aho. So I go and I do. And I was blessed by my friend Spring. She allowed me to stay in her home for 4 or 5 days. And I was a guest of her and her husband. And Fred and I, we started to become friends while I was up there, her husband, Fred. And I was honored. I'm honored. He would come out and sit with me while I was on the patio, and we'd go hiking and we'd go to the beach. So it was really great to be at the disposal of others and also get to be open to others in a different way and in a good way. And I wasn't able to get to see everybody up there that I wanted to, but not all things are always possible at any given time. So we do what we can, and then we show up where we can. All right. So, I love my Aunt Terry. I love Mo. Mo's in the morning, her partner. My aunt's mourning her son, and his sisters are mourning their brother, and I'm mourning my cousin. And see, that emotion comes up in me. And what I want to talk about is the emotion. Do you allow the emotion to float to the top with you for yourself? Do you live, and are you able to live in the grief when the grief comes up? Or do you avoid it and sidestep it so you don't have to do that because somebody might be looking, or somebody might be watching, or somebody might be judging? Who cares? Who cares what other people see, what other people do, what other people say? Who cares? I will ask you to mourn, to cry, to be with the feelings as they come up, as they percolate to the top. Allow yourself to be with the healings of the feelings. The healings of the feelings. And the feeling of healing. It's your time. You don't have to spend a lifetime trying to get to point B and trying to grieve and manifest through your ism. If you have an ism and that you don't know how to deal with, like alcoholism, like drug addiction, like obesity, like overeating, like purging and what do they call it? Bulimia and that sort of thing, smoking, smoking. You can kid yourself all you want. Yeah, I'm in the woo-woo, but that's in the fifth chakra, into the heart, lungs, air. I love them, love. They don't have capacity. Love don't have the capacity to be loved. What is it? What do you do for yourself? What are you willing to do for yourself? And at what lengths are you willing to go? At what lengths? My cousin was 61 years old when he passed. He's 3 years older than me. That's not a big gap. I'm the fourth in line, with regards to the cousins. But I'm willing to go. I'm going to live a long life because I'm willing, regardless of what's going on, what happened with my eye, regardless of how I got ill earlier, a couple of months ago, regardless of all that stuff. I'm not going to die of cancer. I'm not going to die of blood disease. I'm not going to die of all those things that people contract and manifest, because I'm busy doing the work of the universe, doing the work of the Lord, if you want to call it that, doing the work that a Buddha would do, doing the work that a Christ consciousness would do, doing the work that any one of the ascended masters would do. I am out there doing that work. Like my friend Christy Hayden, who's on with me right now, she's out there doing that work. And anybody else who helps and gives of themselves for others without thought of themselves is doing the work of ascension, of a higher calling and a higher place. I got to tell you, when I first started, I was finding feathers and I was doing all these things that were allowing me to be connected with Mother Earth, but there was a lot that I didn't know. There was a lot that I didn't do. There was a lot that I didn't see yet. And what I was able to learn is I was able to see and hear and speak from a place that I didn't know I could. And that's from my heart, a place of my heart, not from my voice, not hearing through my ears, but hearing and speaking from the place and feeling of the place of the heart, air, lungs, heart. I love, I'm loved. I don't have the capacity to love. I don't have the capacity to be loved. Which is it? Do you have the capacity to be loved and to love? Do you? Anyways, love is on my heart today, because there's actually somebody in the world that I love that's really special to me, and we're not a couple, we're not a partnership, but it's always looming, it's always out there. We are walking, not running it's not a destination, it's a journey. So those kinds of things take time, and I'm worth taking the time for, and so is she. So we're taking the time because we love. We don't just want to love each other, we want to love ourselves first. I'm not looking for somebody to love me desperately. It's I love you. It's not I love you. Yeah, and a lot of you out there live in I love you because you're so desperate for it. You don't know how to be it and live it and exude it before you ask for it. Because if you are it, you don't have to ask for it. Like this weekend, my friend Spring kept calling me brother, and I was honored to be welcomed into her family in that way. I was welcomed into her family, So it's a blessing. It's never a curse, and it always looks different for different people. Don't look to me for your example. Look to your situation for the example in your life. Look to your life for the example of what it's going to look like and what it's going to be like. And if you need to reach out to somebody like me and say, hey, this is going on, and maybe I can mentor you and talk you through something, but you're the one who's going to have the experience so you can share your fruit, so you can be rooted and fruited and share your experience of how you got from point A to point B. And they can say, me too, when you shared that with them. I hope some of this made sense. I'm just filled with love today. I got home this afternoon and I got to see my mom and kiss her and then just rest, give myself rest. Tomorrow's a new day and we'll start all over again. But here I am with my drum. Oh, and also I'm having a raffle. So go into my page, Anthony Rodriguez Walking Crow page, and there's you can win a chance. You can win a chance on a drum by sending $20 to Anthony at sacreddrummedicine.com, my email address, Anthony at sacreddrummedicine.com, to Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo, and send your address. So if you win, I get to send it to you right away, and you get to have that. It's a 12-inch elk hide drum along with a mallet, and it's tied on the backside with buckskin for a softer feel on the handle, and it's a really beautiful instrument. I don't have it with me right now. It's packed away because I was gone for a few days. So if you want a chance to win that drum, send your $20 in. I'm going to raffle it off on August 1st. I will be at Window Rock, Arizona, at the National Navajo Museum with the gathering of healers from the 1st through the 3rd, and I will offer that raffle on the 1st. We will pull your name out of my hat, okay? Better my hat than someplace else. Anyways, so take your chance. It's only $20. I mean, you guys spend $20 on a frappuccino or something, in a day. So anyways, so I'm gonna sing us out. I want to thank you for coming. You guys are beautiful. I miss you guys. Whenever I don't do these things, I really miss you guys. But the beauty of it is that I'm out there in the world doing the work that I love to do. Do you love you enough to do the work that you love to do? Or are you busy chasing the dangling carrot of spoken and unspoken expectations of others? I did that. I've had enough, Uncle. Aho, aho. All right, so I'm going to sing O Oya, O Oyato, O Oyato, O Oyato. Listen to her still small voice. Listen as she whispers through the trees. Listen as her wind blows through your hair. Listen. Listen to her still small voice. Listen as she whispers through the trees. Listen. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. Asking you to have a beautiful Thursday night and asking you to please listen. Oh,